Wow. Everybody stay home. Everybody stay stay home. You know, Hajia was really sounding that note of caution that if you don't really need to be outside, stay home. But as for the police and those who are supposed to be discharging their duties, they are supposed to be on duty, correct? So if you just missed the song, you need to go and look out for the song, Coronavirus by Hajia Police. I know a lot of you have been glued to your TV sets because you're very conscious about what's going on around you, and you need to hear from the right people about what kind of protection you're going to be receiving as a citizen of Ghana. Don't worry, our guest is right here, and we are really going to have a good discussion with her, okay? So join me, ladies and gentlemen, as we make welcome our guest, Hajia Police. Drum roll. Hajia, you're welcome.
Thank you,
Wow.
Bosu. How are you?
I'm very fine, thank
Right.
you. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Awesome. So, what interests us a lot is the fact that you have put out a song around coronavirus. And anyway, before the song, I would like to just get all our audience, because we have people watching us from outside Ghana as well, so bring them up to speed. Our last broadcast from our president, or the most recent broadcast from the president on Sunday, was talking about the fact that the numbers of coronavirus is actually beginning to increase. So the president advised Ghanaian citizens and everyone across who was hearing him to ensure that they, adhere to the safety protocols of having to sanitize, wash their hands, maintain social distance, and also not forget to wear the face mask. So that's why you see me the way I am right now, because Ghana really wants to take it by the horn and ensure that Ghanaian citizens are kept safe, because it's also an aspect of security. So because the numbers are beginning to go up, everybody is coming together to ensure that safety is what we preach. And one person who is actually helping us do this, who is a woman as well, and on this show we champion women who are contributing to nation building. Hajia actually is somebody that we want to say a very big thumbs up to. Okay, on the screen right now we have the recent cases, how it's looking like, and you can see that active cases are now 1,139 active cases. Confirmed cases are at 49,302. New cases are 100, and in case of deaths, we've gotten up to 320. Recoveries and discharge is at 47,843. So just let us know the cases are increasing and everybody needs to be very careful. Hajia, so in this song of yours that you put out, we want to understand the reason why you did it. Yes, it's for safety reasons, but it seemed like people in the hinterlands have not really gotten to understand what we were doing. So was this song actually targeting people in the hinterlands, the rural areas, or was it just for everyone generally?
Assalamu alaikum wa
Alaikum
rahmatullahi ta'ala
salam.
wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi ishri li sadri wa yassir li amri wa halil 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. I salute you all. Yeah, see that?
Yeah.
Well, music is the only tool, I may say, that can actually help us curb our social issues. And for that matter, whatever you do in terms of music, in terms of development, you have to, look at the areas that matters most.
Yeah.
All matters, but if you look at the education and whatever, where I'm coming from is actually Wednesday. That is why I composed that in it's about, I think, 10 different languages, okay, just to make sure that it's everywhere. Wherever you are, at least it will get to you. You understand? It's very, very important for us to do that.
Very, very important.
Yes, because if you look at up there, some people, they associate coronavirus with a lot of things that Some don't even believe it. You understand? So with this, it tells you that, look, it's serious, it's real, you have to take it very, very serious. And I'm very happy that one has gone down well.
Yes.
So wherever they see me, if I go up there, they ask me, they call me Hajia Corona.
Hajia Corona. Interesting. Okay, but there's no money when it comes to development songs.
Yeah.
Because this is just about educating people and creating awareness.
Yeah.
But people go into music, most of the time for the money and, what they can get on the side. But you seem to be towing the line of development and information and educating people. How do you expect to be able to raise more funds to be able to do what you're doing?
Yeah, sweetheart, alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, sometimes it's not about the returns alone at all. I mean, if you look at our area, once again, let me put it that way. You don't need money to do this. And once this pandemic hits the whole country, and let me say the whole world, you could see that you are also assisting in a way. Now you call me here to talk about it. It's just to alert people. So when you look at it the other way around, it's for all of us to, I mean, do something in your own small way. Not necessarily the money that comes out of it. No, for money, dear, yeah, Alimalu wal Banini, according to our book. Yes, it's very, very important you get money to do some of these things. But in the absence of money, the little that you can do, and in my own way, this is why I feel like I can also help, just to keep my country safe. You understand? So actually, for the money issue, I've not even thought about it. But I learned that if I push or something, but once I'm able to do it with the little that I have, I think I'm happy.
Okay, great. Viewers, it's also very interesting for us to be able to let you know that Hajia Police is actually the best female motorbike rider when it comes to the police. So I'd like to ask her, how did you get to this point? Was it very easy? Because I know it comes with a lot of risks. What made you begin to think of how to ride the bike in such a risky way? Did you start as a child?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. We're talking about risk. I think in almost all aspects of life, you would find risk. As you even sitting down here, and whatever you do, there's risk involved. Looking at carpentry, medicine, electricians, journalists, all over. Not riding or biking alone. I started with my dad at a very tender age. I was daddy's girl, very close to my dad. And then he used to be a trader. May he so rest in perfect peace. Allah Akbar, Baba Allah Jikanka. He was a farmer, a trader, and one of the trade that he does to rent bicycles. You know, those days that you arrange bicycles, then you tag the bicycles or give them numbers in a way. One come to pick the right or take one of the bike, then you take note of the time, and you charge him when he come back according to the time or the hours you use with the bike. So my dad used to repair it, you know. So it's like Saada too. That's my name. Saada, give me the sprocket, give me the chain, give me the spokes, give me the seat, you know, the paddle. So from there, I picked up a lot of things, and then I have to push the bike from our place to the shop. So in the process of pushing, I have to find myself on the paddle. So my dad, on realizing that, you know, we have two types of bike those days, the Buzanga Volvo and then the Forever bike. We have done the one that has cross and one that is the ladies type too. So, but we don't have the ladies type by then. It was the crossed one. So my dad looked at me one day and he said I should put my leg across like this. He asked me to put my leg this way down to the paddle. Then he pushed me. So my dad too, he was, I don't know, he was the regimental type, let me put it that way. Then he warned that, look, if you down, what betides you? So I have the courage to make my dad happy. And I'm also scared not to be beaten or receive some slaps when I'm down. So through that, I think I managed. After the end of the free, I couldn't paddle. So it was an experience that anytime I think about it, I think I'm happy.
And here you are today. You are now the best of the best when it comes to motorbike riding for females.
Not even the police. I think the first girl child to ride in the north.
The first girl child to ride in the north?
Yeah, those days, no father, no mother would allow his girl child to be on a bicycle. From where? We don't even have bicycle that girl child can even sit on it. So I started, and then people were like, hey, you spoil the girl. She wouldn't be able to conceive in a way. A whole lot of things, association. But my dad was very, like I said, he said, no, right, whatever happens should happen. So now I can't hit my chest and say every home that you enter in Boku, you find a ladies' bike there. Almost all the ladies that are riding, including my mom.
Wow.
Just imagine.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so we are getting closer to the main question that people have been asking. People want to know, are we safe in this country? We have Hajia Police coming around. what's going on around the election and all of that. We are definitely going to be talking to you about it after this commercial break. When we return, we are going to let you know what's going on in terms of election and peace in the country. Do stay tuned. And you're welcome back to eTVGhana's African Women's Voices show. A lot of you have asked us questions on Facebook wanting to know the situation of peace and security in the country since Hajia Police is here with us. All right, so before we get to ask Hajia the questions, we would like to take you back to the Parliament House where Jean Mensah, chairperson of the Electoral Commission, was talking to the parliamentarians about the situation with the processes according to the EC. We are going to be linking you right now to that footage, and we're going to address just the portion she talked about security. So do watch right now.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to end on the very important issue of security. The Commission has, since the beginning of this year, engaged in continuous dialogue with the security agencies under the auspices of the National Security Task Force. To date, we have provided them with regular briefings and information to assist them to carry out their functions on election day. The information provided them includes locations of polling stations and collation centers, the locations of some flashpoint areas, among others. This collaboration not only happens at the national level, but trickles down to the regional and district levels, where our staff there engage extensively with the police. We intend to increase our engagement as we head towards the elections in December. Mr. Speaker, in a nutshell, this is our roadmap for a peaceful, credible, orderly, and transparent election in December 2020.
All right, so you heard Jean Mensah saying that she actually is looking out, to ensure that there's going to be peace as this election takes place. She's also collaborating with the police and other forces that ensure security of Ghanaians. So now, Hajia, okay, in a nutshell, or generally speaking, before we start the conversation, do you, in your own opinion, feel that we are safe in the country?
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. I can assure you that we are safe.
We're safe?
Yeah.
All right. So the reason why we could be asking this question is, yes, it's true. We're sitting down here having this conversation. In a case whereby security is, at the worst of its side, we can't even do what we're doing right now. So it means that there's some level of safety and security in the country. However, people who are watching us today have issues in their minds that is making them somehow feel uncomfortable. Some of them may go back to the case that, okay, people are being murdered and nothing is going on about it. Some people may even end up saying that even a policeman was found dead close to his plot of land recently, and we don't know what has happened to the person. We've had kidnap cases, and we really don't know what's going on. Yes, it's true that the media keeps updating us on what's going on, but we just feel that things should be done faster and faster, but it's not happening the way we want. So some people definitely have the notion that, okay, we are not really safe. What would you want to say to somebody who is watching right now that is feeling uncomfortable despite what is going on around them?
Alhamdulillah, my sister. Ghana, for instance, let me start with, we are God-fearing people. That is one. We are prayerful. So at least I know people do pray, because I pray before even coming here, And in terms of security, first and foremost, we look up to God first. That is what we do first, no matter who you are. And secondly, what has been put in place in terms of security in the country now, I can assure you, those of us here going through whatever, they should take it off their mind. The only thing is that, conscientize your mind that you are not part of anything that called violence or election or whatever violence. After voting, go home, continue praying. Nothing is going to happen. What have we done to deserve whatever? Are you getting me? Yeah. So it's I don't know. They're really thinking too much about that. A whole lot. You could hear my boss come out to say a lot of things.
Oh yes, he's
about it.
addressed the media even
Uh-huh.
recently about what's
So
going
for that
on in
matter,
terms of
I mean,
preparation.
Ghanaians, we should relax. Inshallah, by not whatever. I mean, we are human beings, but inshallah, nothing is going to happen. Just go vote peacefully and go home. And that's
Okay.
it.
All right. Nothing is going to happen. People
Right.
should just go to the polling station and vote. This is because much more people are being deployed to do the work, or flashpoints have been identified, so there's something being done around it.
Yeah, that's why I
should
just
people-
summarize it. That
Okay.
look, they've said a lot.
Okay.
I don't have to sit here and say more.
More of
whatever.
it. Okay.
Especially with the question you are asking me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For that side, you heard our sister was saying it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's fine. So I'd like us to look at the case of from the past till now. During elections, do we have things happening to women particularly? Because, this is a women's show and we want to ensure the safety of every Ghanaian. And we also want to look out for the women as well. Are there situations that come up, that are specific to women and is a security concern, and you would like women to look out for these things so it doesn't happen to them?
Okay. Alhamdulillah, with that one there, I will say something small.
Okay.
Because I'm a woman. And then the past experience, as we said. But this time around, you see that some women, or let me say women are not actually engaged in sort of electoral problems or participating in electoral issues when it comes to settlements or whatever, or decision making. I know we have big women up there, but the problem is with the grassroots. Are you getting me? So when you look at our traditional areas like this, how many women are engaged or are involved in decision making? That is with the chieftaincy level. Are you getting me? No woman. If you look at my area, like how many women? I can't say 1 or 2 or 3. I think it's affecting women, that decision, because we really need to get involved in whatever, especially with the electoral process. And I know our mom is up there and whatever. Like I said earlier, up there we have women. Somebody will see somewhere and also say we have Hajia, but it's not. I mean the grassroots itself that we have to consider involve a lot of women in whatever we do. That one. And if you look at going for, or during maybe voting, we're talking about the past. Some women been harassed in a way. You understand? If I have to follow a queue to go and vote, some people do take advantage. Are you getting me? And getting closer. You'll be in the queue before you see, you'll be feeling something. And then you turn your back and you see that, no, yeah, really something really happened, but you can't explain, you can't tell anybody. It's so neck-wracking. Sometimes it happens to women. And women, you look at Ghana, for instance. If a woman wants to be a trotro driver, you understand? She drives trotro. You hear people passing a whole lot of comments. It's making women not to come out to be who they want. In a way they want to be. If I'm driving trotro, what is wrong with that? Are you getting me? But it's not easy, Ghana. You get access to do whatever you want to do without people complaining and discouraging you as a woman. So sometimes the gender-based, the inequality is also affecting us.
Okay. All right. We are going to be coming back to you very soon after this commercial break to talk about what you are doing personally to ensure peaceful elections. Okay?
Right.
Do stay tuned. We'll be right back.
May you say you play the Delilah.
Hello, welcome back to eTVGhana's African Women's Voices show. So just before we went on the break, I mentioned that I'm going to be asking Hajia Police what she's doing, particularly to ensure that there is peaceful election. First of all, we've seen the fact that she's actually educating people around the virus, which is an aspect of security, because security doesn't only have to do with only crime and all of that. Environmental security is also there. Airwave security is also there. So various aspects of our life need security. And coronavirus is affecting another side of security. And she's addressed it and has asked that if you don't need to go anywhere, stay home. And for you who is also in the force, duty correct. Ensure that you're at your duty post, ensuring that people are doing the right thing. And if you're also an office owner, it's been said that people should not come into your office without the nose mask. You should provide the bucket for people to wash their hands. People no longer enforce these things because they feel that the numbers are going down. Please, the numbers have started increasing, so no mask, no entry should be enforced wherever it is you are, and you should also ensure that people are sanitizing their hands and maintaining social distance wherever it is that you find yourself. So Hajia also has done a song around peaceful elections, and we would like to take a look at it and come back to her. So please, let's link to that video right now.
No bid.
And you're welcome back to eTVGhana's African Women's Voices show. So that's about peaceful election from Hajia Police. Well, some of you are beginning to send in your comments here, and it's quite interesting. It says here, wow, okay, we used to know about DSP Kofi Sapong. We didn't know about Hajia Police. I'm enjoying her. She's got so much energy. My name is Eugenia, and I am watching you from Morocco. Eugenia, are you Ghanaian? Oh, you seem to understand what it is that she's saying. All right, Eugenia, thank you so much for sending in your message. I also see another message here from, his name is Ahmed. Ahmed is watching us from Dubai. He says, thank you very much for the peaceful message. I feel really when I see war and unrest going on in different parts of the world. I am so happy that a woman of the force is ensuring that there is peaceful election in our beloved country, Ghana. Thank you very much, Ahmed from Dubai. And I'm also reading another message here. Your name is Anastasia, and you're watching us from the United Kingdom. You said, Hajia Police, thumbs up for you. We are so happy that a policewoman is beginning to represent our interests. We will have a peaceful election in Ghana, inshallah. Thank you very much, Anastasia. And the messages are just tripping in. I'm going to read them as they come. If you want to talk to Hajia right now, the phone lines are open. You can give us a call, and then you can ask her whatever question that you need to ask her, okay? So, Hajia, while we wait for anyone who's going to call to come in, I'd like you to say something to whoever who is watching us right now who actually is feeling unsafe. What would you say to whoever, a Ghanaian right now who is not really sure of the situation in Ghana and whether there's going to be peaceful election or whether there's going to be war? The person is just uncomfortable. I would like you to talk to that person.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin Kasiran. Yeah, my brothers and sisters watching me. In actual fact, wherever there is election, especially if you look at our election this time around, it's quite different. We have a sitting president, all right, and then a former president. So it's not like the usual one that we used to see. This is quite different. And the second thing too is that we have our surrounding countries all voting. Burkina, Cote d'Ivoire, Morocco, Egypt, Togo, Benin, they're all, Guinea, excuse me, they're all voting. Are you getting me? So in fact, when there's any problem or when you spark anything here, you ask yourself, where are we going? Are we getting me? So here, myself and my team do organize a symposium once a while, especially within the Zongo community. When we have any outreach program like this, I will invite you one day.
Okay.
Yeah. As a visibility commander, I'm using that advantage to interact with people, one-on-one. Then the fears is like what you just said. But we try to explain one or two things to them, that there's nothing that is going to happen like that. Inshallah, it's just going to be the election that we have so far.
Okay, yeah. I hear we have a caller right now. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, my name is Gabriel Kodo.
Okay, Jibril, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm calling from Greater Accra region.
Okay, talk to us.
Yes, I want my sister to notice about some of them in the service. They are not good. and some of them, they are fast dancing. So I'm pleading with him, or her. I'm pleading with her. That is talk with the IGB. It's my elder sister. How he's speaking, I love him.
Okay.
That's the boldness of the service.
All right.
That's good.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Swedish, I hate the political reason. Thank you.
All right. He says he likes the way you're speaking and he would like you to talk to other police people who are not doing the right thing to do the right thing. All right.
Thank you so much, brother
Jibril.
Jibril Kojo. Right.
Okay, so that's wonderful. I'm also getting more messages here. Naomi Kweku says, Hajia, you do all. Belinda Brobe from Kumasi says, thank you so much for the peaceful song and messages. I also see Harold Adefio Kwajo Fojo. Thank you all so much. Samuel Mawina, thank you so much for the way you are all contributing to the conversation. We see a lot of you, and we want to say, if you have any other questions, please send it to our Facebook page at eTVGH, and we'll definitely get those questions across to Hajia. She'll give us the responses right for you, okay? Thank you so much, Hajia, for coming on the show. The messages are pouring, yes, but we'll definitely link you up and see how we can come back again and have further conversations about peaceful elections. However, we're not going to let you go without saying a big thank you from our sponsors. Our sponsors have given us some items to present to you. Voltic has something to present to you. And we also have Chanashito making a presentation. Sankofa Natural Spices is making a presentation. They say they are really proud of you, and they would say continue to do what you're doing. So look for the coronavirus song from Hajia. Look for Laila, or is it Layla?
Layla, yeah, it's the same. That's Unity.
Okay, Unity. Yeah. And also look for this peaceful election song.
Maintain peace.
Maintain peace.
Wherever you are.
I mean, Hajia is contributing in wonderful ways to, you know, development and peace. And we would love to champion her anytime, any day, because that is what the show is all about. Thank you very much for tuning in. And the repeat broadcast for this show is on Saturday at 12 noon. So check me out at Eunice Tony on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Do enjoy the rest of our interesting lineup for you. Bye-bye.